Charging of a conductor. Charging of a conductor. Now, if we are having a conductor and we want to give the charge, then when we give the charge to the conductor, then its electrical field E is equal to 1 beta 4 pi epsilon 0 q beta r square into r cap, and electrical potential V is equal to 1 beta 4 pi epsilon 0 q beta r. So electrical field as well as electrical potential both depend on Q. If Q increases, R is same, Q increases, then E and V increases. Now, if suppose this is the conductor and outside the conductor, surrounding conductor there is air, and air is a dielectric. It is an insulated dielectric medium. Now the question, if we want to give the charge to the conductor, then what is the limit up to which we can give the charge to the conductor? So as we give the charge to the conductor, then what will happen? Electrical field will be increasing, and electrical field will increase as Q increases. Now, this is the air atom, and positive charge and electrons are circulating outside, and this electron is the outermost electron of this atom. Now, when the electrical field is high and electrical field is such that E is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 6 volt per meter for the air, then what will happen? Then the force on the electron will be equal to small e into capital E, and this force will exceed the electrostatic force of this electron with the nucleus. Then what will happen? This electron will be pulled out from the atom and it will ionize. So the dielectrical medium will lose the insulation. Now this electron which is pulled out by the electrical field, this phenomenon is known as field emission. Now this electron will be accelerated towards the positive charge. Now this accelerated electron will also ionize other atoms, and when it reaches to this, then what will happen? Then its charge will be decreasing. So there is a maximum limit of the electrical field which we can provide to the conductor, so that the dielectrical medium withstand. It means no ionization takes place. It means there is no leakage of charge from the conductor. Now when the electron comes, suppose if the limit, if we give the more charge, then this electron will neutralize that charge. So there is a limit up to which the charge can be given to the conductor, and that limit is known as dielectrical strength. Dielectrical strength is the maximum electrical field given to the conductor, so that there is no leakage of charge from the conductor. If the strength, now as I have told you earlier, that for the air, the maximum electrical field can be given, that will be equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 6 volt per meter, or if we take a distance 1 centimeter, then the potential will be multiplied by E by D, so it will be equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 4 volt. So if it exceeds than this, then ionization. If it is less than this, no ionization will take place, and there is no leakage of current. So when there is a leakage of current, then this phenomenon is also known as the breakdown. Breakdown means the charge of the conductor is lost, or there is a leakage of charge. That leakage of charge is due to the electron will reach the surface, then it will neutralize. So there should not be leakage. So leakage is not possible if the dielectrical is not ionized. So the maximum limit up to which we can give the electrical field so that there is a no breakdown, means there is no leakage of current, and that field is known as dielectrical strength. So if we give the charge to the conductor, then the potential will be as Q increases, V also increases. So as we give the charge, then the potential difference or dV will increase. So the increase in potential will be depend upon the charge. The charge is less, then dV will be less. So as we increase the charge, V also increases. So we can say there is a proportionality that the increase in the potential difference will be proportional to the charge given to the conductor. Or we can write the proportionality constant as C. Q is equal to C into dV. Generally, dV is written as V. Actually dV is a change in potential, but we will write dV as V generally. So Q is equal to C into V. C is the proportionality constant, and this proportionality constant is known as the capacitance of the conductor. The capacitance of the conductor will be equal to Q bata dV, or we can write Q bata V. Now the capacitance of the conductor, what do you mean by this? Capacitance of conductor is ability to store the charge or store the potential energy. So C doesn't depend upon Q and V. If Q is more, V will be more. The ratio of Q and V will be constant. So the value of the capacitance doesn't depend upon Q and V. It will depend upon the configuration or the size of the conductor. If the size is more, then C will be more. It will be depending on the size. Second, it will depend upon the medium which is surrounding it. And third, it will depend the presence of any other conductor near it. So there are three factors on which the capacitance of a conductor will depend. Number one, it is depend upon its size, shape and size. Then second is, it depends upon the medium which is surrounding it. Third, it will depend upon the presence of any conducting material near it. So if you plot the graph between Q and V, then it is a straight line passing through the means when Q is equal to 0, V is equal to 0. And as we increase Q, V increases linearly. So the graph between Q and V will be a straight line. So the value of C will not depend upon Q and V, but it depends upon these three factors. Now, capacitance of the conductor is a ability to store the charge or the electrical energy. Now we can define the capacitance. As capacitance of the conductor is a ratio of charge given to the conductor and the increase in potential. Now what will be the unit of this capacitance? The unit of capacitance will be equal to Q bata V. The unit of Q is coulomb. V is volt. So it is the coulomb bata volt. So we can write coulomb bata the voltage energy per unit column. Coulomb square ऊपर आ जाएगा. Then coulomb square बटा work done is equal to energy. So it will be equal to Q square divided by energy. And Q is A into t square. Energy क्या हो गया? m l square t minus 2. So the resultant will be equal to m minus 1 l minus 2 t plus 4 and a square. This will be the dimension of the capacitance, and unit of the capacitance is 1 farad. 1 farad is unit of SI unit of the capacitance, 1 farad. Now what is the 1 farad? We can define 1 farad for the conductor. 1 farad is the capacitance of a conductor. If we give 1 coulomb charge to the conductor and increase in its potential is 1 volt, then the capacitance of the conductor is 1 farad. So in this way we can define 1 farad. Actually the farad is a very large unit of the capacitance. Then the sub-units are microfarad, means 10 raised to minus 6 farad, and picofarad, PF, means it is 10 raised to minus 12 farad. That are the sub-unit of farad. Now, if our conductor is spherical and we want to find the capacitance of spherical conductor, then we have this conductor, its radius is capital R and charge is Q given to it. Then what will be the potential on the surface? We have already calculated potential on the surface of a charge sphere, that is equal to 1 bata 4 pi epsilon Q bata capital R, where capital R is the radius, Q is the charge on the conductor. So capacitance is equal to Q bata V. Capacitance is equal to Q bata V. So Q bata V will be equal to 4 pi epsilon 0 R. So 4 pi epsilon 0 is a constant quantity. So the capacitance of the spherical conductor is proportional to the radius. Larger is the radius, more will be its capacitance. Now, if the outside medium is air, then the capacitance is C0, and C0 will be equal to C0 will be equal to 4 pi epsilon 0 into R. If the medium is other than air or vacuum, then the capacitance of the conductor in this medium will be equal to 4 pi epsilon into R, or 4 pi epsilon 0 epsilon R into capital R, where epsilon R is dielectric constant or relative permittivity. So if we divide C0 by Cm, then 4 pi epsilon 0 cancel, R will cancel, then it will be equal to 1 bata epsilon R, which is dielectric constant. So Cm will be equal to Er multiplied by C0. Since the value of dielectric constant for any dielectric is more than 1, then the capacitance of the conductor when the outer surrounding medium is there, then its capacitance will be equal to ER time, means the capacitance will increase if the dielectric medium is surrounding by it. Now we will find the capacitance for different conditions. Number 1, now we will find the radius or size of the conductor if its capacitance is 1 farad. So capacitance C is equal to 1 farad and is equal to 4 pi epsilon 0 R. So R will be equal to 1 bata 4 pi epsilon 0, and 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is 9 10 raised to power 9. So the capacitance will be equal to 9 into 10 raised to power. Capacitance is 1 farad and its radius will be equal to 9 into 10 raised to power 9 meter, which is more than the radius of the earth. So the conductor whose capacitance is 1 farad, its size will be more than the size of the earth. Now capacitance of a sphere whose radius is 1 meter. If its radius is 1 meter, then what will be the capacitance? Capacitance will be equal to 4 pi epsilon 0 r, and r is equal to 1 meter. So this will be equal to 4 pi epsilon 0, and it will be equal to 1 bata 9 into 10 raised to power 9. This will be equal to 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 10 farad, and which is equal to 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 4 microfarad. So this capacitance is also very less. Now if you want to find the capacitance of the earth, then capacitance of earth, the radius of earth is 6.4 into 10 raised to power 6 meter. So this capacitance will be equal to 4 pi epsilon 0 into radius of earth, that is 6.4 into 10 raised to power 6. So the result will be equal to 711 microfarad. So here, by the different calculation, we can say or we can confirm that the capacitance of the spherical conductor is very small and it is not suitable to have a large value of the capacitance. So we have to take the alternate method to find the body whose capacitance is higher, and that can be done. We know that capacitance is equal to Q bata V or Q bata dV. If we take the Q is constant and we decrease the V, then capacitance will increase. So the second method for having more capacitance will be done if keeping the constant value of the charge and decreasing the potential difference, then the capacitance will be increased. And this is the principle of capacitor or condenser. Now capacitor and conductor. Capacitor and condenser. Now they are one and the same thing. Now what is the capacitor? In capacitor there are two plates. They are separated by a small distance t. The area of cross section of both the plates are equal. The distance between the plate is much smaller than area of cross section of the plate. One plate is positively placed and another is a negatively charged plate, and they are at a very small distance. The charge on one plate is plus Q, then the charge on second plate is minus Q. So total charge of the capacitor is always 0. Now we get, this is the construction of the condenser or capacitor. The construction of condenser or capacitor is, it consists of two parallel plates of equal shape and size separated by a small distance. The charge on these two plates is equal and opposite, and this is a construction of a now electrical capacitance is a device to store charge or electrical energy. So electrical capacitance is a device which can store the charge and electrical energy. Now this electrical energy, the charge will be on the plates. When there is no charge given to the capacitor, then the charge will be equal to 0. and if we give the charge, then charge will be on the plates. If we increase the charge, then potential between these two will be also increased, and the energy will be increased. So, if we take the two plates and the distance between these two plates is much smaller than the area of cross section of the plates. Now, what is the use of such type of capacitor? Now, suppose we want to start a motor or a fan, then we require high current initially to start the motor or the fan. When it is started, then we will get very small current. But to start the fan and start the motor, at least 20 ampere current is required. Whereas when it started and when it is running, fan is running or motor is running, the consumption of current is hardly 1 ampere to 2 ampere. So, to start the motor or fan, we require the capacitor. The capacitor will give the energy instantly when required. Now, second thing we can use in the electrical flash. Now, in the camera we use a electrical flux gun. Now, electrical flux gun, there is a capacitor. First we charge the capacitor with the help of battery. When it is charged and when we want to have a photograph, then we will click it. On click, the capacitor will discharge and this heavy current will pass through the flash and there is the intense light is produced by the current. So, in this way, we can use the capacitor for instant supply of high current in the case of fan, motor, electrical flash gun and etc. Now, what will be the capacitance of the condenser? Similar to the capacitance of conductor, we can also define the capacitance of the capacitor. The capacitance of the condenser is equal to Q bata dV. When we give the charge Q to the plate, here plus Q, then it will minus Q, then the difference in the potential difference between these two plates is dV, then Q dV is proportional to Q and C is equal to Q bata dV, or we generalize dV as V, so C is equal to Q bata V. So if we increase Q, then V will be similar to the conductor, the graph is same, there will be a straight line between V and Q passing through the center. So now the capacitance will depend on mass factor. As for the conductor, we can also say that capacitance of the condenser will depend upon three factors. One factor is the shape and size of the plate. If the shape and size of the plate is large, then its capacitance will be large. It will store more charges. Then second thing is the capacitance is inversely proportional to distance. So if the distance between the two plates is small, then capacitance will be more. And third thing is, if we place any conductor here, then what will happen? If we put the conductor here, then the electrical will be decreased. So the capacitance will also decrease. But if we place a insulator here, if the dielectric medium is placed here, then due to dielectrical medium, the electrical potential will decrease. So capacitance will increase. So the third point is that if we place a dielectric medium between the plates, then capacitance will. So capacitance of the condenser depends on three factors. Number one, it is proportional to the area of the plates. These two plates are equal of size and equal of dimension. Then it is proportional to 1 by d, or it is inversely proportional to the distance between the two plates. Then third thing, it will depend upon the medium or dielectric which is present in between these plates. So if we have a medium which is in between the plate, dielectric medium, then its capacity will also increase. So capacity will increase. Number one, if area of cross section increases. Number two, if the distance between the plate is decreased. And number three, if the dielectric medium is placed in between the plates. Now, as in the case of conductor, capacitor doesn't depend upon Q and V. If we increase the Q, V will increase. So, the capacitance of the conductor will not depend upon Q and V, but it will depend on these two factors. It will not depend upon which metal is used. The metal of these two plates may be animal. It takes there should be conductor, but the material it doesn't depend on. Signal we can take in the case of the Ohm's law. In the case of Ohm's law, by Ohm's law, when the physical conditions are same, then the current, the potential across the conductor or resistance is proportional to the current. So the curve between I and V is a straight line, similar to here. And so the resistance of this resistance R is equal to V by I. Here C is equal to Q by V. Similar to here, R is equal to V. So the resistance of the conductor doesn't depend upon V and Y. If I increases, V will also increase. So it will depend upon three factors. Number one, so the resistance of the material will depend upon R is equal to rho into L by I. L is the length of the conductor, A is the area of cross section of the conductor, and rho is the specific resistance of the material. So it will depend upon three factors. Number one, length. If the length increases, its resistance will go. Number two, it is inversely proportional to area of cross section. If area of cross section is less, then its resistance will be more. And third thing, it will depend upon the material of which the resistance is formed, and that is known as the specific resistance of the. So similar to the resistance and capacitance, in capacitance of a capacitor doesn't depend on Q and V. Similarly, the resistance doesn't depend upon V and I. It depends upon these three factors, and this depends on. So now we want to explain how the capacitor works and what is the principle of capacitor. Now the principle of capacitor depends upon the factor that C is equal to Q by dV. If we put the Q constant and we decrease the dV by any method, then its capacitance will increase. So this is the principle of the capacitor. Now suppose we are having two plates. One plate is charged positively and we place uncharged plates here. Then by induction, the charge will be negative this side and charge will be positive this side on the uncharged plate. Now this negative charge will decrease the potential and positive charge will increase the potential. But the distance of this positive charge is more than negative charge. So net effect will be there is a decrease in the potential due to the negative charge produced by induction which is closer to the positive plate. Now if we make the second plate outer face as earth, then this positive charge will go to the earth, then there will be only negative charge on this plate. So due to this negative charge, the potential will decrease. Similarly, if we decrease the distance between these plates, here distance is this, then the potential will still decrease. Here the potential was equal to 0 because there was no charge here. Here potential is V dash. Here potential is V dash. So dV dash will be less than this. So if we have one charge plate and another charge plate which is negative charge and distance between them is is very small, then its capacitance will move. Now how the charging of the capacitor? How the capacitor is charged? Suppose you are having a positive plate and this is your another A plate and B plate. They are initially the potential is 0. We can have connect a voltmeter here and a bulb which is parallel to this capacitor and having key one here tap key is with tap key. And we connect it by a battery with tap key K1. Now when K1 is off, battery is not connected, then there is no charge on these two. If we press this key, then voltage will be equal to 0. If we press this key, the bulb will not give. Now if we press this tap key, then what will happen? This is a positive. Now it is a conductor. In conductor there are free electrons. The free electrons will be move from this plate to the positive of the plate and they will pass to the second plate. So the charge of this plate will be positive and charged. Suppose one electron is moved, then it will be 1 is positive and 1 is. So charge of this section. So if we go on increasing the time, then the charge on this plate will be increasing, positive increasing. The same charge will be on this plate and that will be minus. Now we have completely charged it. Then we press this key. Then the reading of voltmeter will be same as EMF of the battery. And we press this key, then the bulb will be blue. Now if we remove this key, now this key is off. Then now no supply is given to this plate or this plate. Now the capacitor is fully charged. So if we press this key, then it will show the voltage and the voltage will be same as when the key is off and the bulb will glow. Now if we keep it this bulb, this key on, then what happens? This will be giving the light, then the electrical energy will be converted to light energy, it will consume the energy and you will say everything is on, then what will happen? The stored energy between these two will be decreasing and the bulb will be glow and give light and potential will be increasing. After some time, capacitor is completely discharged, then potential V is equal to 0 between these two plates and bulb will be not. So in this way, first we have charged the capacitor by the external battery, then the energy is stored between these two plates or charge is stored between the plate and after some time the flow of electron will stop when the potential difference between these two plates is equal to the EMF of the battery. Then if we disconnect it, means of the key, then with the voltmeter it will give the same potential difference when it was on and bulb will. So in this way we can charge the capacitor.